What's going on? Welcome to my channel. My name's Captain Crush, and we are in the bonus round because I never do videos on Saturday and Sunday, but I have something here. It's going to be a little bit different. There's a couple of things that I want to talk about. I'm going to go over 2 plays that I think you must have in your contest. Like always, I got you. Remember, it's just my opinion. These are just my ideas. You're free to choose and pick what you want. You should be doing that. Remember, I'm just here to try to teach you process. The rest of it, buddy, you got to do your own due diligence. It's on you. Today's video is going to cover those plays, but I'm also going to cover some fundamental principles and ideas and game theory that you need to have because there's just too many people running around that just don't have a clue. All right, but before any of that, on this winter morning, I guess it's still fall, but it's cold outside, hence the hoodie. I'm not even wearing a hat, but let's go. Zion has been ruled out, okay? He's been ruled out. There's a couple other injuries that are happening, people being ruled out for rest. You always have to be on top of that. We have the showdown slate with the Knicks versus the Hornets, and then we have a 5-game banger with the main slate being 5 games. I've told you guys the sweet spot is 5 to 7 games. If we get that, boy, I'm excited. How about you, fam? Now, for those of you that are already in the Gold Discord, you have the NBA projections. It's under Captain's Daily News. You need to go there and check out those projections. For everyone else, the 2 plays that I'm going to talk about have been bumped up to God knows what. We're going to find out. But here he is, for argument's sake. Luca Donic. We already have talked about on this channel how guards do very well against Milwaukee. It's a trend, it's a thing. Now, is Luca going to show up tonight? I'm not exactly sure. I never feel comfortable rostering Luka's. I just don't. The line that I put in late last night, posted up, his points was 29.5. So here's what you can do. It's at 30.5, and I don't particularly like it at 30.5. You can go to Chalkboard and get it at 27 to 28, 29 by teasing it down, or you can take yourself over to Underdog and take it at 30 there. It's at an even 30, so it gives you push equity, but Luka is in a top tier spot today. His points assists, his rebounds, all of it. If he had a fantasy score, I would look into that. Speaking of which, my main card today is going to be just fantasy scores, but I am patiently waiting for PrizePicks to move their fannies and put it on the board. That is where I think I have the biggest edge, and that is what I'm going to continue to do. Speaking of which, yesterday this was my main card for PrizePicks. I had 40 to win a K. I had Jaylen Brown, Sabonis, Joker, Durant, Sengun, and Embiid. Now here's the kicker of it all. Joel Embiid was green bean at 57.6 or something like that, or 0.4 up until the last 30 minutes. They removed a block. A stat correction cost me $920. It's fine. It's still 2x. This was posted in the cord, but here's the thing. If you see a slip like this posted by me, you don't have to take the full 6s. This is why I tell you guys, every time you put in 6 legs, kiss the money, chef's kiss goodbye, because it's very hard to hit. Now, if you would have mixed and matched and do what I preach, take all these in 2-mans, Joker, Durant, Sengun, Sabonis, Brown, you would have printed money. That's how it is some days, okay? Some days you're just gonna get 2x. Things aren't gonna go your way, but the fact remains, it's still a double up. In fact, some of those were talked about on this very video, but I keep going. I do post a lot of slips under my tab for those of you that are in there. Some of you don't have your Discord connected, but if you do, it's there. You need to mix and match and choose your favorite. So I talked about Luka. Today's my off day, folks. Saturday and Sunday. I'm not going into the notepad and giving you all the analysis. I put out my projections for the paid people, and today I'm just giving you guys you should target. Luka, find the line at 29.5 or 30, and you can take it. Or you can take his assists at 7.5 or his rebound. Either one of those, it's fine, but don't think for one single solitary second that he's going to go out there and just dominate, because I don't love this play. If I wasn't following my model projections, I'd be taking unders on Luka. I don't like him tonight. My own personal biases, though, I don't care about them, all right? Sometimes I do, but in this type of a situation, I don't. I'm just following the projection, and hopefully the model projections are accurate and we can get a W there, okay? The second guy that I want to talk about is going to be, where are you, buddy? Duncan Robinson, 15.5 points. Have we seen a resurgence in Duncan or what? Mr. Duncan Donuts. He's been crushing lately. Let's take a look at his last 5, because I know you guys love that last 5 green. Okay, 26, 18, 26, 11, and 9. His usage has been spiking up. Remember, Tyler Hero's no longer in the mix. He's hurt like always. What's new? He's Mr. Glass. But Duncan, he gets on the court. He gets behind that arc and bang, cash it. Bang, cash it. Bang, cash it. Duncan Robinson Robinson is a 3-point machine. So I'm absolutely going to his points today. I'm going to spare you the analytical analysis of that today. I'm not going into the notepad, but it's a good play. So Luca and Duncan, you can take either one, two of those, whatever, dealer's choice. It's up to you, my friend. There are a few unders on this slate that I like, but it tends to be, it never fails. Whenever I take unders on a player, folks, they have legacy games. Example, James Harden last night. Bro, 20 plus points. I think he had 23 to 24 points. He hit the game-winning 3 for his team, and he had like 1 assist at halftime, and then he ended up with finishing with like 7 or something like that. I had under 6.5, he soared over. Under R+A, he soared over. He James Hardened me. You got me, buddy. Congratulations. But there are a couple of unders that I like Jaren Jackson's PRA. I would tend to take under. If Curry's on no limitations today, 29.5 points for Curry is too low. It's absolutely too low. How is Curry's line going to be at 29.5 and Shi's is going to be at 31.5? Okay, it's too low. But if he's on any limitations or he's held back by that injury, it ain't going to be pretty. So you can dabble around there when they do have fantasy scores up. I'm sorry, folks. I waited to put this video out. I wasn't even going to do one because, again, it's my off day. But I'm here for the people to give you guys your daily dose of crush. You can target Julius Randle's fantasy score against the Hornets. Ooh, when that's up, I like it. As long as it's nothing crazy. If it's 42, you take Julius Randle's fantasy against the Hornets. You can take LaMelo Ball's real points or his fantasy against the Knicks. Terry Rozier is out. Rudy Gobert's in play. Towns, all those guys. I'm pretty much fading the Bulls. Dang, I just saw this. Nikola Vuce at 15.5. I was able to get his line at 16.5 and took less. Why? Because Bam is going to eat his lunch. It's always going to be Bam in this situation. Chicago does not play good against fives, and I'm telling you, as good as Vuce is, Bam is better, so I do like Bam tonight. You can take any of that. Now, Underdog, like every other site, runs these flash promos. Yesterday, Mitchell got ruled out. Garland got the discount. Today, it's Ingram, okay? Posted this up. Trey, he was the YouTube thumbnail yesterday. We talked about old Trey. Cash it. Jaylen Brown, cash it. Garland was the discount. LaMelo, cash. Aaron Gordon and Sabonis were the plays of the day with Trey yesterday, and they all 3 cashed. So people find unique ways to not listen to what I'm saying and lose money, but this is the formula. This is what I wanted to make this YouTube video about. This is how I make slips, okay? This one slip yesterday was a $10 slip, so I made $190 profit on it, okay, with the discount. That alone covers my entire day, okay, no matter what happens with every other slip. But I showed you that big one on PrizePicks that went 2x. I had a bunch of others. I can put in 10 to 15 slips for $5 to $10 a pop, and all it takes is one to hit to cover your day and make sure you're in the green. But what people do is they just put $20 on a 5-man, 30 on a 6-man, and then they just call it a day. Bro, that's not the way to do it, okay? So out of this slip, if your core plays were Aaron Gordon and Trey Young, which I had told you guys both, those were core plays, you could take those two in a 2-man and make it so if you're going to bet 10 on this, you need to be betting 10 on that 2-man. It guarantees you profit. If your 2 anchors were to chalk, well, then you just move on to the next day, dude. It's fine. I hear, like, people think this all the time. You're going to have days where you lose 3 to 4, 5 days in a row, guys. You're parlaying bets. A parlay is the biggest house advantage there is. That's why they force you to do it. If you were just taking straight bets, you'd be way more profitable. But these sites don't allow it. You have to parlay it. So you have to just understand you're looking at things in the long term. Like I see this all the time where people hate on sites like DGF and OddsJam. The book value to take less or over on something and then it doesn't go their way and people always go, whatever. Brother, if something's a 55% chance to hit, that still means 45% of the time it's not going to hit. You can't just forget about that. This is all tied into math and you have to get it in your brain and completely reverse think whatever you've done. Reverse engineer your own thinking because it's not it. It's wrong. Trying to help you guys, okay? I preach these fundamentals and principles every single day. So what I'm going to do here is go over a way to make slip. And this is just for argument's sake, okay? These aren't my core 2 plays. These are just 2 plays that I like. Let's just say Duncan Robinson and Luca Donic were your core today, all right? And let's say you're starting with $50. No, we're going to say you're starting with $20. I'm going to get down and dirty with $20, okay? So this is how you would make the slip. If you have $20 that you're going to bet tonight, you need to make sure that you bet enough to where if these 2, your core plays, your 2 highest favored plays hit, that you make money. So this is what you do. You can either bet 10. So if it hits, you get back 20 in your account, okay, profit, which means you're going to be up $10 on the day no matter what. Because remember, you have $20 that you're going to bet tonight. So 10 is going to go here. This gives you 30. Then you have another two $5 bills. The minimum bet on PrizePicks is 5. Then you can do something like this, fam. Again, these are just for, this is just for illustrative purposes. These aren't plays that I'm necessarily telling you to take. It's all just for illustration. So for people skipping around, buddy, I feel sorry for you. You're not understanding what's going on here. You're going to be lost. So let's just say you want to take a pick 5. Use those same 2 anchors, and then you'd add your 3 darts. Okay, remember, I preach anchors and darts. So let's just say Rudy, Kyrie, and Curry are your darts. Then you would take the other $10 you have and take half of that, put 5. Now you have 5 to win 50. So here's what happened. If your 2 anchors hit, Duncan and Luca, right? If they hit, you're guaranteed to make money. You already got that 2-man in. Now, all you'll need is one of these darts to hit, and you're guaranteed 40% back, which would be $2 from the 5. So you're going to make money that way. It's not a lot of money because you're only betting a small amount, but the higher your unit goes up, the more that 40% back would matter if you're using the 2-man. If you're not using that 2-man and making money off your anchors, winning 40% back is a net L. But let's just say you go 4 of 5, then you're going to make $10, you're still going to profit, and then you have the chance to go 5 of 5 for 50, which would give you a massive day considering your unit was 20, okay? You'd won the 2-man, you'd won the 5-man, and that still leaves you with $5, which you could use for second half if you wanted to, or you could take another 2-man or a 3-man or add a 6th leg. That's up to you. But the 2-man and the 5-man is critical, okay? You need to have your 2 anchors or your 3 or 4 anchors, however many you have, but at least 2, and then you need to have a separate player pool of darts, which are guys that you like those bets, but they're not enough to be a core play. Mix and match. You pair your anchors down. The reason they're called anchors, they're anchoring down your slip. They're gonna be in every slip, and then you mix around your dart pool. And that is how you can have a night where you played 5 slips, okay? I'm not recommending you play 5 slips at $5 a pop if you're struggling to build a bankroll. This is when you have like $100 play every night or 50 or something. Then you can add in the slip, okay? But you would take the 2 anchors and mix around your darts. So you add in 3 of the darts. Your darts are darts, folks. It's not just a word. It's literally a dart because it's probably not going to hit. It's a dart throw. That's just the only way that I know how to describe it, okay? But you should have, if you have a dart pool of 7 to 10 guys, you should be able to get 3 of those to hit. 3 of them should hit, and that's all it matters. That's all it takes, okay? If you have 5 slips in for $5 each and they all bust but 1, you're still gonna make 10x. You're still gonna be profitable on the day. And if you're using your 2 anchors and they hit, all those slips have a chance to hit. This is what I'm telling you. Overexposure when you're right, underexposure when you're wrong, folks. Okay, this is what it means. And for those, I know there's people skipping around, and if you think this is my 5 slip, you're wrong. Okay, this might as well be, this is just for illustrating person. I wanted to come on here today and talk a little bit about slip building because it's important. I have people that sign up for my own Discord that still can't understand this because I post a lot of the slips that I take, and then they'll look at it and just copy and paste, which I specifically say do not do that unless I tell you. And they get upset. Oh, I can't win, I can't do this. And then I'm like, well, let me see your slips. And then I look at them and it's 5-man, 6-mans, 2-mans with all the bumps. Folks, you have to use your own due diligence. It doesn't matter what Discord you're in, what content creator you use, you're going to have some due diligence, folks, okay? This is a man's game. This isn't something that you could just, if, like I tell people all the time, paying a $25 a month fee for like my Discord or someone else's doesn't guarantee you W. My job is to give you the best chance to win, which means I give you all the best plays on the board, I give you the live streams, etc. And for the people that are out there, there's tons of content creators that go off and they say, oh, I don't charge for picks, blah, blah, blah. That's great. But the truth is that means they're making money off Twitter ad revenue, which is way, way more profitable than YouTube's ad revenue. Myself, I focus on YouTube instead of Twitter because I like to get in the mix, show my face, let you guys see that I'm a normal guy just like you, trying to do the same thing, trying to find W, okay? The Twitter thing is so impersonal and it's so easy to just tweet, no consequence for whatever. Guys, if I take a beating on the slate, I come out here the next day, get right back on the horse and talk to you guys. A Twitter guy just has to say, oh, we lost, blah, blah, blah. That's it. It's totally different. And they are making, when they say they don't charge for picks, they're making money off the Twitter ad revenue, which is the cheapest way way to do it. If I just focused on Twitter, I wouldn't charge for anything either, but I don't do that. I give people a personal thing. I'm not charging for my picks. I'm charging for my time, the live streams, my projections, and access to me directly, like your concierge, if you, okay? I do my best. People that have been in there for a while will tell you, I do care. I do my best, folks. I want you guys to win, whether you're in a paid service, you're just a random subscriber, whoever you are. My job, my goal, my desire is to get you guys better at this. The books, you guys love to do this. You're going to do this with or without me, so you might as well get better at it. I can't promise you're going to win every night, but you can get better at it. So, that in mind, see if there's anything else real quick for NFL that I can give you guys as a parting gift. They do have fantasy scores for NFL, luckily. And this is the one that I'm going to continue to go back to. You want to talk about a wagon? My lord, Chris Boswell will be in my nuke slip tomorrow for NFL. 7.5 fantasy score. I know, I haven't even looked yet, but I know my model is going to predict him to go for 8 or 9. It always does. He has been a reliable wagon. Pittsburgh will kick the field goal. The man's accurate. Look at this last 5. Couldn't care less about last 5, but I'm just showing you floor and ceiling. 13 with a floor of 8. My brothers in Christ, this is something you love to see. So, Chris Boswell is a good NFL play for tomorrow for PrizePicks. For the rest of you that are in paid gold, I will have all my projections and all my plays posted by the end of the night. For you YouTube folk, if you guys want me to make an NFL video for DraftKings game stacks or some other stuff, I was thinking of doing that tonight, maybe, because I'm not going to be going out anywhere tonight. I did most of my errands already. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. If you want me to make a NFL game stack video for DraftKings and PrizePicks, let me know, and maybe I'll get something out. Can't promise it. If there's desire there, if there's overwhelming support for it, then I would do it. If not, I'll just take the night off and Sunday and enjoy my Xbox and play some Halo, because that new Halo Season 5 is him. Telling y'all, I'm just gonna plug. I had no affiliation to Halo, but buddy, let me tell you something right now. If you haven't been playing Halo, I put it down after a while because the game was hot garbage, but they've done so much. There's balance changes, sync changes, everything. It's in a great spot. I love to play it. Classic plug, free of charge. You're welcome, Halo. Get on there, boys. It's a fun game. So with that in mind, if you do want to get access to the live stream, which will be later today, it's CaptainCrush.net. You go there, you get to the gold. That's what will give you access to the live. Folks, my brothers in Christ, my fantasy sports brethren, I appreciate you stopping by to the channel. Listen, if you're new here, this is what I do Monday through Friday. I give you guys core analysis on 2 plays and talk about the board more. But Saturdays and Sundays, my off days, I'm not even supposed to have a video out, but I wanted to come on here and talk about how to build some slips. I will continue to preach and hammer this home, guys. I'm going to continue to do it until people start to understand it. Repetition is success. I appreciate you guys coming to the channel. Good luck tonight. Here's the salute, buddy. And as always, let's crush.